You don't leave the lights on. Yeah, okay, so con. So that's gonna try if I could read. Out of my book. I'm get two down to two. All right. You want to start it out, Art? Yeah. Con. Uh, First and foremost, all right. We're the brothers of GMF of Slovakia. It's been a long time since Slovakia. Um, we the brothers of COS. You know what I'm saying? The brothers of Colorado Springs, sons of Jacob Camp. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh Shai, Basham, Rakakajaz. Shalaki, it's the brother myself, Maccabee, brother Tazapanya. We just, we do a little sit down action. We just ate buffalo bread. Just gonna get into the sit down. Did you have the first script, brother? Oh, first, Shalaki, let me get to myself. I said we wanted to give all honest praise to the elders, right? Give praise to Yahweh Shalom Shah. Also, let me give double honors to the elders of GMS that truly is Israel. All right, whether you can accept this or not. Thanks a lot. All right, let's get into it. This is the book of Psalms 55, verse 23. And it reads, But thou, O Yahweh, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, so So it said bloody and deceitful men. All right. Doesn't it say? I want to say in Ezekiel. All right. It says that. Well. Because thou have pursued blood, blood shall pursue thee. And who that was talking about? The Edomites, right? So bloody and deceitful men ain't gonna live half of their days, man. All right, because the Most High is putting the curses upon our enemies, specifically talking about the Edomites. All right, and they're gonna get Obadiah 118, man, in the kingdom to come. They're gonna go through slavery. All right, starting off with them, with their elite. All right, that lived through this destruction of America of World War III. All right, and then they, after 1,000 years of doing of continual employment, like it says in Ezekiel 39, they're gonna go they're gonna basically be annihilated. All right, through the scriptures. Because you're watching now, Salah. We're witnessing now essentially what is going to be the fall of Europe, the end of all the little bullshit that they got going on over there. Okay, you're witnessing the end of, NATO, so to speak, and all these, and all these different nations and what having camaraderie, man. You know what I'm saying? Like at this, like the shit is falling apart at the seams. From the head to the toes, just falling apart. Specifically, the economy. Exactly. You know what I mean? From gas, Slovakia, from gas to food prices. You know what I'm saying? To the prices of just the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? The real estate market, all these bubbles they've created with vehicles and this and that and the next. Yeah. All these things are getting ready to just poof, and be gone, man. And America don't have the answer. Like the what do we do? The what do we do to fix this? The what do we do next? What's it? Oh, okay. The answer is just what? The yabba dabba do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the answer. They're gonna let this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Because the dollar is out here done. Yeah, it's done, man. And you're not gonna be able to to lean upon that staff. It's a lot. That's right. The staff of the wicked, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, yeah, all right. Yeah, because they not only as America they being backed upon their military, right? Even that is getting because they letting transformers go into their military and this and that, and all these other countries are seeing, the vulnerabilities. Right. You see what I'm saying? I mean, like I don't need it. But like the reality of that situation is what China has what over two some million active military members right now, foot soldiers, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not including other aspects of their military. Russia has 1.5 at least that they just activated. I don't even know how many they already had active. So you got those type of numbers up against what 500,000 in this and 600,000 in this and maybe 700,000 in this and 800,000 in this. Like, what are you are you fucking playing around? Like, are you people really being serious? That puffed up whoop 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 America goofy, like, you people look dumb as hell at this point. You look dumb as hell. Like, the game is, what I'm saying? Just like the bums who can't do nothing right in the layup line type of shit. Like, oh, we already know we about to bust y'all ass. That's how the rest of the nations are looking at y'all right now, man. Like, them kids that can't compete. Your economy's weak. Your allies are falling apart. Europe is really about to suffer, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this winter coming with the gas issues and things of these nature, Europe is really about to suffer, and they gonna have no one to blame but America. Right. So that's Salaki.
No, I got two scriptures for that. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 40. We'll do 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay, and part of iron,
I got
the kingdom shall be divided. Okay, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. Okay,
Go ahead, bro. Break it down.
yeah, verse 42. Well, yeah, so basically, right, the kingdom is divided, and this is talking about the Roman Empire, right? And the Roman Empire did what? It so-called died, but it rose back to life again, which is basically your NATO and EU. Okay, your European nations. All right, so the iron is your stronger countries in the European Union, but your clay would be your weaker economic countries, man. So just like how he said, all right, they can't stand together as one system or one unit because half of it ain't doing good right now. Even the biggest country in Europe, Germany, all right, is going to go through it, like he said, because of the whole oil and gas situation, natural gas going through this winter, man. I just seen an article come out saying that already, and we hadn't even got into the winter for real like that. People is using horse shit to start fires. Yeah, yeah, and all of that.
Butane,
Yeah,
butane, some sort of methane type of gas. And at the end of the day, like Slovakia, brother, but just like, listen, Europe is going to fall apart. And when the European theater falls apart, America's going to have to get active. You know what I'm saying? All right. And a lot of things are going to move fast. They're going to have to. They're going to have to because they got to implement this new system that's coming. They got a lot they want to do in a short amount of time, right? Let's think about it. It's right now, Slovakia, it's October. It's October what? The 10th, 11th, 11th, Slovakia. Um, it's the 11th right now. They want to end cash in 2 months.
Yeah, that's right.
In 2 months.
They call C-Day.
Right.
Cash is supposed to be done. And we're going to see, because I did a post, man. Well, I talked about it this morning because, and it was crazy because I seen the article, then I seen, the beloved Elder Malcolm do a video on it. And then I did a video on it, and I didn't even watch this video, and then I watched it later. But even Bank of America, okay, and the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, is saying it's going to be a super bad recession. And the Bank of America is coming out through mainstream media saying that every month 175,000 jobs is going to be lost, man. All right, so this is a precept for what you said about how Europe is going to feel because of everything that has been done with this world reserve currency that's backed by, Babylon the Great, which is America. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16, and the 10 horns is the European Union, which thou sawest upon the beast, all right, which is NATO, okay, these shall hate the whore, which is America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now, that's what is that talking about? It's symbolic for them sending the missiles over here, man. Okay, the book is a very symbolic book. always took it literal in certain cases. All right, this is a very spiritual book, man. Okay, so everything that's going on in Europe right now, they're going to be tight at what's going on that America is doing. Right, because okay, we'll go with your policies, but if your policies is making us have a bad life, and you know Esau is pride in their heart anyway.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. It's only so long before you be like, man, fuck that, man. Why the fuck them no, eat on the ball, man.
Hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, so yeah, so just like I put on the topic on how uh be prepared basically for major financial downturns, man. You see what I'm saying? There, things is gonna happen so quickly and so swiftly. Okay. Matter of fact, you wanted to get into that James 5:1 real quick.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
So
We can do that one.
okay. So this is James 5:1, and it reads, "Go to now, ye rich men." All right, we're just talking about the elite, specifically with Amalek. And if you're not with Amalek's agenda, you pretty much ostracized. All right, talking about their fellow Edomites.
Hmm.
Weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Right.
All right. Not
You know,
only are the elite going into slavery,
right.
you see what I'm saying, but a lot of them are going to lose money, man.
And you got these people, Salaki, like you just mentioned, you got like, experts like Gregory Manarino, man, pressing the red alert button and freaking out, man. You know what I'm saying? Running around like a chicken with his head cut off. He's like, I don't know how we gonna fix these problems and this and that and this and that.
Well, that reminds me. Then, can I get? I'll go back to James. This is Ecclesiastes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, chapter 12. All right, and
Verse 4.
Yep, yep. Well, I'll start at verse 2.
That was in my. Yeah,
Con,
go ahead.
and it reads, well, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease,
Mm-hmm.
because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Because when you look out of the window, you're looking for the forecast. They can't tell
Right.
the financial forecast.
They have
It's
no.
very dark. It's,
Right.
it's confusing. It's like a fog. All right. It's 0.25 visibility. Like I said, I can't. When you check your weather app, all right, and if it says foggy outside, you okay, damn. You know the farthest you can see is 10 miles in front of you.
Right.
10 miles means it's fully clear outside. You could drive, a good speed. If it's point a quarter mile, you got to drive slow because something could easily, your break time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they like, damn, we don't know. So this stock market is very volatile right now, and it's all orchestrated. Why? Because they're trying to bring up the MOTP.
That's right. And Salaki, if you don't mind, brother, I'm just saying, like, the reason why you have all that going on and that viciousness that's going to come is because, look, this is what they're up against. They're up against a mass awakening. All right, they're up against the understanding of the Confucian faith or the speckled bird doctrine being explained. Okay, all across the world and Babylon. They're up against, what I'm saying, the 400 years from Alexander to Yahushua that they don't speak about in history class being expressed and explained. Okay, they're up against the understanding that Seville, Spain was the reverse slave trade of the world that they don't teach. These things is heavy. You know what I'm saying? That the kingdom of Edom, uh, what I'm saying, was built off the suppression of Israel. It's a complete lie. You know what I'm saying? Everything done in Babylon is a control the narrative type of play. Salak, I don't mean
Now
go
I
ahead
got,
if you got a script.
yeah, I got a
Just
precept. This
go
is
ahead.
Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. What time are we in now?
We're
The
in
end
the
of
end.
days.
So these prophecies is, man, they banging on your door like,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, what's up? Nigga? Like, answer the door. You gotta.
Man, it reads, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So just like how you said, all of this stuff is coming out, and the reason why they can stay at that high rate is because they was in secret.
Right.
But now the wicked is being revealed, like it says in Thessalonians.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And we're consuming them by the spirit of his mouth, which is Yahweh's mouth, which is what? The prophets.
Right.
Okay, that their rulership is on a decline, and part of their rulership is being in control of the money. What did Amshal Rothschild say? I cannot who make the laws,
yep,
but as long as I of the money,
right.
yeah, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so this money's coming down because they want this big wealth transfer. All right, they want the money to go into there so they can be a complete slave master. They want to sit in the seat of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? They got a God complex, and the reason, the what they think is going to complete that is putting that digital oil, all right, in your hand or in your head, man. And we all know what that is, man, because then they can control anything that you do, man. All right, because your life or the way you civilize yourself, all right, the principal things of life, like it says in Ecclesiastes, water, milk, honey, iron, so on and so. You get these things by buying and selling, right? You see what I'm saying? You might be, a farmer or something, so you have one product, but other products you need. What do? You take your things, you sell it, you get money, so you can get other products in order to live this, a decent life and all of that. They can control that based on this whole carbon footprint, the digital ID, the CBDCs, and which is all going to be on, the MOTB. All right. Anything else? I can we'll probably close it. I want to be under 20 minutes.
Yeah, con.
I think about another scripture.
You know what, bro? Just for me,
Uh-huh.
that's why we hit off general topics. Just I wanted to so I could work it out. But real quick, Luke 16:22, bro.
Luke 16. So this is Luke 16 and 22, and it reads, "And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried." Verse 23. "And in hell he lift up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom."
Yeah, that was 16:22.
16, yeah, 60, Luke 16 and 22, going into the parable of Lazarus, which is,
Yeah,
talking about the elite and basically Israel, right, and how there was a gulf fix in between them. Yeah,
maybe that's what.
okay,
But still, it's
right.
not a bad verse.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad verse. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, even then, you see what I'm saying? So there's a difference between, Jacob, all right, and Esau, all right. Verse 24, I'll continue to go on. "And he carried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented." You see, because we've been at the tail, we've been receiving bad times. That's what evil means. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I said, you ye rich men, woe unto you rich men, for ye have received your consolation. This was their kingdom. The spirit, the power of the air, right, has ruled this world. What if they have all their satellites? They have an air force, this and that, and the third. They control everything. It's basically Satan, the devil. You see what I'm saying? The adversary, the false accuser, right? Verse 26. "And beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed." You see? "So that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us." So you can't, ain't no graft in of no Edomite, no. You see what I'm saying? That would come from thence. All right. "Then he said, I pray thee, therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house." And matter of fact, I got a precept real quick. Uh, uh, like I'll quote it. Second Ezra 6 and 9. Salakia. "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth." You see, in Revelation 13 and 10, it says, "He that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity. He that kills with the sword shall die by the sword." This is the faith and the patience of the saints. You see what I'm saying? So there's a goal fix. All right. They are in their lot. You can't go into that lot, and we are in our lot. We can't come out of it. The curses is we under the curses. You can't get under the curses until we're redeemed. Redeemed by who? Bought back by who? Yahweh Shah. You see? And then there's going to be a great transition. All right. But that's the point on that. All right. Um, but 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 yeah, so there's going to be a great financial downturn when you're looking at the news and everything that's going on. You got to be prepared, all right, for basically to live like pilgrims on the earth, man.
Right.
Become you. There shall be no work in Egypt, as it says in Isaiah 19.
Ain't gonna be no 9 to 5s cranking off. Ain't gonna be no, it's gonna be people hiding in their homes, people fleeing persecution, people, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Babylon about to be fucked off. And that's what y'all don't really get. And a lot of people think it's joke games, that it's not a reality. You're about to see the way that they was laughing at Noah. You know what I'm saying? They laugh at us. They make fun of us. Them niggas in the dirt sheets and this and that and the next. Okay, that's fine. God only seen the dew of the earth and then it rained. This time, man, y'all coming back with a sword. And fuck y'all up. So I'll finish on, because we got 21 minutes. I'll finish on James and filed at you. And it reads, verse 2, your riches are corrupted. Whose riches? These international banking families, man. Okay? It's remember in what is it, Habakkuk, it says that that woe unto them that covereth themselves with thick clay. You see? I don't know if it's gonna stay like they might have to put it a little bit behind the shit. I'm trying to get Oh, go ahead, go ahead. I'll hold
all right, because we about to close out anyway. All right, and your garments are moth eaten. Okay, your gold and silver is cankered. The rust of them shall be a witness against you. You see, because all this debt and how you then got everything by fraud. Ecclesiasticus what 10:1 for unrighteous dealings and riches got by deceit. For the kingdom is translated from one people into another. You see, so this is going to be a witness against you that everything you have done. Why? Because of the prayers of the saints. You didn't kill people for your money, man. Look what you did to Gad. Yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day, which they called, Christopher Columbus Day, but your tongue is falling upon yourself. Even Esau coming out like, yo, this is some wicked shit. When they really look into the history of this day, and you giving niggas days off, all right, in public schools and shit like that for a wicked ass, bloody ass day. We just read in Psalms what 54 or 55, right? You feel me? For bloody and deceitful men. You see them? Christopher
right.
Cologne
Peace and peace.
was a bloody and deceitful man.
Friends and
Deceitful as if you discovered, this place. You didn't, man. All right, but continuing on, and we're gonna close it out. It says, "And shall eat your flesh as if it were fire." All right, what? The gold and silver, man. Gold, people gonna be throwing gold and silver out to the streets, as it says in Zephaniah. All right. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. That's what this whole great reset is about. All right. They pretty much got rid of the middle class.
Right.
They trying to take all that money over there, do the Depop agenda, the 2030 agenda, this and that and the third, so that they can be the elite and have everything. And you got to come to them. Just like in the curses, it's like that already, but they want total control. We got to go to our enemy for everything. But the scriptures say what? That we shall not stay upon the one that smote us. All right, but we shall stay upon the Lord, man. You see what I'm saying? We're not gonna go down to Egypt for help. All right, at least the elect. The elect ain't gonna go down to Egypt for help. Why? Because we're gonna put all of our trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. So that's pretty much it. So basically, in approximately 6 months, I'll speak as a man of financial downturns. You better get ready. 2023 is going to be a year of hell. Hopefully, like Apostle Kabar said on his live stream today, man. Hopefully, man, that be the time that we out of here. We supposed to hasten the day. It's up to the Father. No man know the day or the hour, but hey, we measure the time diligently, man. And these are the signs and the tokens that have been given up to us, in which the highest will visit the world that He made. All right, and the Most High is visiting through His Son Yahweh Shah. Okay, so hey, man, if you ain't got nothing else to say, bro, we'll close it out. Hey, man, financial downturns, you gotta keep gird up the loins of your mind, man. Be prepared to see things that you have never seen before. Be prepared that you ain't got money to go pay for things because you ain't taking the chip. Right? You take the chip, that's the only way you're gonna buy or sell. You see what I'm saying? We coming into digital. Matter of fact, what did Elder Malcolm say earlier? He said, you know, some around this they going digital because they know the system going down, something
Right.
along the
Yeah, they
lines,
don't
man.
have no choice, man.
Yeah, they have
You
to.
know what I'm
So the,
saying?
the reason
You
why the
know,
system is going
DTA.
down because they about to go digital. All
Yeah,
right.
no, for real.
So get your mind ready for a crazy financial downturn. You might be a little up right now. Remember, the victuals are seen so good, cheap upon the earth, and then great competing evils is going to arise, so on and so forth, man. All right. You have to be prepared, man. Each and every day,
Con.
we looking like, man, could this be the day where Jacob's trouble really pop? Like you said, the bubbles just pop. The house
Yeah.
market,
Boom.
the used car market, the inflation going crazy, the interest rates going crazy, cashless society, so on and so forth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, hey, Yahba Shem Yahweh Shah, Barakatham to all the brothers that tuned in, man. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. All right? Until the next time, man, we're going to say Kwam Yasharala,
Kwame Ashraf.
Abad Babal. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.